video, I'd like to chat about my Oneal riding boots. My wife bought me a set of these back in the early 2000s because I ride probably 3 times a year, so I didn't want to spend a fortune on them. And they were that good. After 14 years of use, someone actually stole them out of the back of my ute, which I was a bit shocked by that, but these things happen. Anyway, I needed a new set of riding boots because I went away to Louee this year, and you see from one of my earlier videos. Definitely don't want to do that in joggers, so, and didn't have any other riding boots that I could have used, so I ended up going out and buying a set of these Oneal rider boots. I was so happy with the last set that I ended up getting another. I was so happy with the last set, I ended up buying another set for a number of reasons. Firstly, price point. These are about $160 Australian, and realistically I didn't want to spend too much because I probably ride trail maybe twice a year, so yeah, I didn't want to overspend. How do these compare to the more expensive, the upper end boots? Well, what I did find, like they're quite rigid from side to side movement, but unfortunately there's no give here, so they don't have much flex to them. So I found moving and changing gear was quite a bit of a nightmare. It was hard work, but you know, you get what you pay for. You can already see the wear starting to occur on the boot. I've only used these probably on, I've used these on 2 days worth of riding, and there's quite a fair bit of wear there. Would I recommend them? If you're looking for a cheap boot, the strap, these clips are sometimes a bit of a pain to get on, but once you get your foot in, they're okay. I had to get these in a size 13, a size 12. I'm normally a size 12 in shoe, like you saw with my RJ. So like you saw with my RJ terrains are a size 12. Oneal, these were a size 13, and they done the job. Yeah, they've done a reasonable job, though half the price of, just well under half the price of the Alpine Stars I wanted to get. But when you're on a budget, these will do. Only thing I can recommend is if you're doing a lot of riding, I'd probably go for a more up-spec boot, maybe the Yarn or the Alpine Stars. Just it's better support for your foot, better movement. These I found very hard to walk in. Best thing I can recommend is just keep breaking them in, keep working on them, and I'm sure, like my old set, they will eventually become comfortable. Would I get them again? Probably not this time. I'd probably save and get a more expensive set. Just for I'm getting older and I need all the help I can with my movement. Because these were so tight and restrictive, I found that it hindered my progress on the bike. Because I couldn't move as freely with the gear changes and brake. I really didn't have much feeling with these. Braking was very, very clunky, tended to lock up a lot. It got better over time because I started to get a feel for it again. Gear changes were a pain, but that's easy. All you can do is adjust the shift lever and that should be fine. But for under 200 bucks, yeah, they'll do a good job. As I said, I can't really comment on their longevity because I've only used them a handful of times, but as I said, for a starting point boot, if you're after a cheap boot, these will do nicely, but all I can recommend is you break them in as best you can. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.